All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here. We're live. We're taking your questions, so get them in the chat box wherever it shows up. On there, super chats, get a spin of the wheel, nothing special, because the end of the month, we're doing something big for you guys. So the Black Friday Live Stream-a-thon event will be happening, which we'll also be working in conjunction with a fundraiser for the Shred Foundation. And I'll go over a little bit more of that when we get more people in here. What that actually entails, but yeah, we got some stuff coming up where you guys could win some snowboards, and I mean some really cool snowboards. Like we're giving away that limited edition Marhar Lumberjack, that ride War Pig, a set of Union Forces, a PBR Slush Slasher, and some other boards and other prizes. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, we got that going on for you. Hopefully, if you're in an area where you can go snowboarding, you've gone snowboarding. But the good news is Killington's making snow. Shanty Creek in Michigan's gotten snow. Europe's gotten some snow. The Pacific Northwest is getting snow. So we're all getting our snow. So yeah. Right. All right. Anyways, let's see what we got here. See if we got any questions. I know we got the first super chat of the day from JRaz. Got to go do mom duties and pick up junior snowboarders from school. Hashtag spray skiers. Hashtag spray alpine riders. Hashtag spray Alfredo chugging reviewers. Hashtag cruise the blues. Always cruise the blues. Spin again. Whew. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash that like button. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Whew. This is aggressive. From Fruit Poop Loops, the Union Atlas FC versus the Ride A10. The Union Atlas FC is going to be way stiffer than the Ride A10. Like way stiffer. So you got to really ask yourself if you need something like that, because I don't think a lot of people do. But man, that's a stiff ass binding. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, well, we got 55 of you guys in here. So when we hit like 80, I'll go over what's going on with this fundraiser that we're working on. Okay, we got Austin Nelson with a super chat. Love the channel. Been addicted for about a month now. What binding would you recommend for a Ride Zero? So if you stick with Ride, you're looking at the 6 series. I think that would be a good matchup. That you could bump up to the 8 if you want a little more all-mountain versatility from them. Carbon or aluminum or composite. So A or C, depends. It's all really your choice on that one. Otherwise, other bindings I'd look at would be the Rome Vice, the Burton Malavita, the Now Brigade, the Union. When the fuck am I brain farting on that one? Contact Pro as well, something a little more jibby on there. So you got a bunch of options on there, which hopefully I'll have a review of the Zero up by next month. Supposedly my stuff is in the mail, so we'll see. And remember to eat your muscle cheese. You got to be strong on the hill. Eat your muscle cheese. We got another super chat from Jack Ripper. Satan loves you all. Hitting Mammoth Monday. First trip of the season. Good for you. Spray skiers. And eat your muscle cheese so you can spray even harder. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is a good one from Mark Edwards. You prefer sitting at or over the weight range of a board or aiming more for the middle of the range? It comes down to the board and what I'm doing. So like for me personally, 54 is my park size, which everyone, 54, 55. which everyone's like, you're over the weight range. No, it's called personal preference. I've been riding for 25 fucking years. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know 154 is the size I want to ride in the park. That's my favorite size. That's what the ideal one is there. Usually that puts me like right at the top of the weight range or slightly over, but I try to find park boards for me personally that are a little stiffer because I know that with that weight range, they're going to flex a little bit more. Plus they're going to break in and whatnot. When it comes to all mountain boards, I like to be kind of in the middle, maybe just a little bit past, so they're a little more flexing that. And then with POW boards, it depends on the POW board, like, and what kind of POW I'm riding. If it's like wide open, I want it stiffer. I want it more aggressive. It's just going to be stronger. But if I'm in the trees, I want it softer flexing. So I don't have a problem being over the weight range because I'm going to be able to torsionally twist it for quicker turns. Personal preference really does come into a lot of that. So just take that into consideration as well as where you ride. Colorado has lighter snow. If I was back up in Washington, I'd want something stiffer for that heavier coastal snow. But the snow is so light here in Colorado and we cruise a lot of blue groomers everywhere. I don't really need anything that stiff because it's just going to ride the way I need it to. So, yeah. Let's see. We got Drehu debating on the ride berserker or the algorithm. What's your take? More free ride, harder charging, going to dabble with a little bit more POW, and you want something that's a little more aggressive to load up to get the rebound, you go with the berserker. If you're looking for like an all-around board that can kind of do everything, then you go with the algorithm. And that's kind of the differentiation between the two. A little more free ride, berserker, a little more all-mountain freestyle, algorithm. Okay, this is a good one from Tibby TT. Do you use CBD for post-shredding recovery? If so, in what form, what dosage, and what are the benefits? I do. Right now I've been using CBD Days 2,000 milligram muscle gel for my ankles. I think I've got like a hairline fracture or I tore something in my ankle this summer. So it only hurts when I'm not wearing snowboard boots. When I'm snowboarding, it's fine. It's just when I'm not. So I pretty much rub that on after I take a shower, and it's just topical. So that's really good. The other thing is I drink these sodas called Colorado Best Drink CBD sodas. They're a 20 milligram broad spectrum CBD in there. No THC. I drink that to relax, to help relieve the tension in my muscles and whatnot in there. I've also used like Omax. It's like their freeze CBD stuff that they call it for muscle pain as well. That seems to genuinely work for me. Every now and then I'll grab like a CBD gummy if I need to and take it. I don't do THC because I don't smoke weed. So for me, CBD has more of an effect. It releases my muscles. They don't feel like they're firing as much and whatnot. But I also make sure that I'm staying hydrated. I stretch and I use my Theragun as well. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got Rainer 000. I got a Marhar Lumberjack, Ride Algorithm, Bent Metal Logic, Action, and Rome Vice. How should I pair them and which should I kick to the curb? Here's what I would do. I'd put the Action on the Lumberjack. That's going to give it that uniform unibody flex to it and everything in there. You don't have to worry about like the heel cup or anything loosening on you on there. Great binding for the price. Great binding for what it is. Matches up pretty well with that board. And that's going to just work really solid with it. Then I would throw the Vice on the Algorithm. And that's just, you're going to get a little more adjustability. You can move the heel cup around, do what you need to do. And then it's going to work the way you want with that board. And you don't have to really deal with it too much. And then I'd probably just chuck the Logic to the side and use it as a backup binding. Okay, where were we? Let's see. We got Patrick. What's the side hit situation like at A-Base? I'm wondering if it would be worth it to use one of my 3 days that I get with my Monarch Pass this weekend. Went to Loveland last Sunday and was disappointed. It's pretty non-existent right now, and there's stupid-ass ski racers everywhere, and they keep pushing everything to the sides. Don't waste your day. It's not worth it. 1 second. My dog's being a little cock juggler. What do you want? You want to come in and say hi to everyone? Come here. Come here. Come on, baby. Come here. She's gotten a little bigger since the last time I Put her on camera. Yeah. Yeah, you're almost 9 months. You're a big girl now, Baroness. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're a big girl, aren't you? Okay. Out you go. Out you go. Out. Out. Go. Diddy Mo. So, sorry about that. Dog's she's not feeling so good today. I think she's got like a molar coming in or something. So, all right. Okay. Here's a good one from Sean Coney Weishart. Who makes Kemper's bindings? They look like unions that have been vomited on by Cinecorn. Cinecorn doesn't vomit rainbow colors like that. Only black, like his soul. Those are open mold bindings that you can find on like Alibaba Express, and I think you can buy them for like $35 a pair off there because they're trash, straight fucking trash. So, yeah. Anyways, there's that. Okay, we got a super chat from Sheldon Krieger. If the rain persists at my local mountains, where should I be watching to travel and ride for my vacation? Last week in November. Colorado's a safe bet because it's higher elevation. Steamboat will be opening that weekend. Copper opens on the 22nd. Telluride, I think, opens. So there's a lot of that. Utah should have stuff opening as well. Pretty much anything that's more inland off the coast will not, and is a little higher elevation, is always a good bet. Drink your Zima. Remember to drink your Zima. A little PSA from Jack Ripper. You know I love to spray people. Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp knows all about it. Yes, he does. Okay. We got AP290. Any tips for an intermediate trying to progress to an advanced? Scare yourself once a day. Ride as much as you possibly can. And when you're tired, stop riding. Because that's just, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay. We got Tommy Wee just looking for a spin. So we're going to win one. Ouch. Lose a turn. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Skyboarder, can you recommend a directional volume shifted board great for carving and speed that will send me to the moon off side hits? Nidecker Mosquito. That would be my first one that I would look at. Otherwise, you could also, to an extent, the Karua stuff is volume shifted. They're just wider. The transition finder would be another good one, like in the 54. That would be another one. But yeah, that Nidecker Mosquito for sure really stands out as something that's great for carving, great at speeds. Let's see what else. Trying to think like if anything really stands out. Nitro squashed a little bit, but not really. You could even kind of get away with a Telos backslash, but the Mosquito is the one that comes to mind right off the top. Okay, we got Julian Barajas with the super chat. Schmegma super chat. Thank you for the entertainment, man, and also for opening my eyes to the truth of those YouTube snowboarder kooks. Oh, it's there. It's there. Ooh, spin again. Give that thing a crank. All right, Julian, won yourself a medium sticker pack. Email me info@angrysnowboarder, and I will get that in the mail, which everyone else's have gone out as of today, so they should be in the mail. I think things are running a little slow at the Breck post office because, like, some people retired or died. I don't know. Those people suck. Ooh. Mountain Bike Fat Boy. Hey, Angry, how bad of a sizing is a Warpig 151 for a 5', 350-pound guy? It's a little big. You probably wanted to go down one size to the next one. I mean, at 150, like, I ride the 51, and I got 50 pounds on you. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. Zane Riggleman, what do you think of the United Shape snowboards? I think Eric from GP87 did a great job designing their boards for him. I think as a company, they're atrocious to deal with. I like the concept of them, but at the same time, it's like there's so many other brands that you could just buy their boards that don't suck to deal with. So there's that. But every time I've ridden them, the boards are quality, and I've had fun on like the Cadet, the Orbit. What else? I think I've ridden like 4 or 5 of their boards. So, okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is a good one from Kobe Crossman. How's the cork dampening on the Scott Stevens Pro? Now that they moved it, it actually does an okay job of dampening like really small micro vibrations. But if you think it's like one of these things when you're clapping a rail that it's just going to absorb all that energy that goes up into your foot, it's not. I mean, it'll help a little bit, but it's not going to be like this mind-blowing, like, oh my God, I didn't feel anything. Like, you're still going to feel it in there. Which actually, I got to schedule the Scotty Stevens review, which I think I'm going to do that for sometime around the 12th, 13th of this month, I think. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, Sheldon, free ride board recommendations. On a 2020 Jones flagship 69 wide, newer shape, 3D base now, and love it. Not sure if I just order a new one or try something different. Well, if you love it and you know it works, I just get the same thing. Like if you don't want to try anything different, if you can demo some stuff, then go out and demo some stuff. But I think overall, if you know you like it, just buy it again. It's like my snowboard boots. I just keep getting sets of K2 Thraxis. Like every time they're on sale, I'm just like, oh, grab another pair. Like at one point, I think I had like 3 pairs of dead stock so that I just never had to deal with changing anything out because I knew it would just consistently work. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right. We got Pyro Skater 57. What would be a good beginner park board? So the Nitro Cinema, the K2 Geometric, the Ride Kink to an extent, the Rome Gangplank. Could even kind of do a Warden if you wanted to in there. The Rosnell Sawblade. The Yes Dicey to an extent as well. So that gives you a few options. Okay. Let's see. Where else are we? Okay. We got a super chat from Michael Kulig. Check out Oh Man on Shredbots. Got me totally stoked for my first 4-day trip coming up December 3rd. Yeah, if you haven't seen Dustin Craven's movie, Oh Man, it's pretty solid. Interior British Columbia and I think Whistler area. Powder riding, super solid, really awesome. Check it out. Also, don't forget to click the secret link of the day. Guys might be stoked on where that takes you to. So yeah, there's always a secret link down in the description during live streams. Just a little something extra to watch to stoke you out. Ooh, remember to subscribe, people. Fruit Poop Loops, pray to our Lord and Savior Slim Whitman. You know, I didn't get a voicemail from him this week, so maybe he's dead. I don't know. You know, like it's one of those things. A week without Slim is always a good thing. Hashtag spin for Slim. Eat your muscle cheese because you never know when you're going to have to fight the Slimothy. Okay. All right. We got Eric Chen with a super chat. 10.5, 32 Team 3 boots. Medium large or large extra large Rome Katana. Go with the large extra large. That's a bulkier boot. It'll fit better in the large extra large than the medium/large. My local shop wants me to purchase in advance, no exchange. How to pair Katana Atlas for Thunder Squash. Atlas on the Thunder, Katana on the Squash. That'll give you a little more play on the Squash, a little more lateral play, and the Atlas will give you a little more power and drive in the Thunder. And if you don't like it, just swap them over. And Eric, you won yourself a small sticker pack, so all you got to do is email me, info@angrysnowboarder, and make sure you give me your mailing address, and I'll get that in the mail to you. Since we got about 100 people in here, kind of want to talk about this Black Friday thing we got coming up. So for those of you that are new, that don't know, every Black Friday I do a live stream-a-thon event. I think it totals out to like somewhere between 6 and 9 hours that I'm streaming, answering your guys' questions, doing giveaways and whatnot. I haven't set the actual times for when I'll be doing the live streams yet, but there'll be an announcement for that down the road. But in conjunction with that, as many of you know, I've partnered with the Shred Foundation to just be a goodwill ambassador towards them. I really believe in what they're doing as a program to help underprivileged kids, to get them up on the mountain, to help build them up in careers and, give them the tools to succeed, to be our future generation of snowboard leaders. And as such, we're doing a fundraiser, which Danny just sent me the link. I'll be updating the description of this video afterwards, so there'll be a link in there. But from now until Thanksgiving, the 25th, around there, 24th, 25th, for every $10 that you donate on the donation page, you will be entered into a raffle. You don't need to email me. You don't need to do anything. Just make sure you fill out the information on there so that we got your name and your email address. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have, during Black Friday on the live stream-a-thons, I'm going to be pulling at different times. I'm just going to be like, hey, we're just going to pull someone from here and we're going to give them this prize. And so the first prize that we're giving away is a set of medium blue Union Forces. I rode these for a review. They're brand new. They're fully brand new, but yeah. So we're trying to raise $250 to $390 for that. And anyone that enters, for every $10, you get entered in. So then we're going to do that, right? When we hit $400, I'm giving away this Ride Warpig 148 that was donated by Brandon Pang. So he did ride it, but you can still see where the sticker was on the base. Like, basically, this thing's brand new. So we're going to give away a Ride Warpig. When we hit $1,000, I'm giving away that Capita Spring Break PBR Slush Slasher. It's a 147. They're completely sold out. I know that if you're a collector of these, if you're looking for one, this is a great way to win one and help a great cause. And then if we raise $2,000 or more, I'm giving away that limited edition Marhar Lumberjack 152. I'll autograph the damn thing for you if you want. It's one of two. I will be selling the other one, but on angrysnowboarderstore.com. But yeah, so you can win that plus a very limited edition hoodie. I'm going to do that out of the store. This is going to be a one-off just for you, whatever size you need. And you don't have to worry about emailing me, like whatever, like when I draw the stuff. You don't even have to watch the live stream. I'll have your email address. I'll reach out to you afterwards and be like, hey, just so you know, you won this. I need your shipping address. I'm paying the shipping for the most part, unless there's like, and this is open to the Euro guys, unless shit's going to be like $500, then probably not going to do it. But yeah, that's what we're doing for Shred Foundation. And in conjunction with that, I'm going to be putting prizes up on the wheel. And so just so you know, I've got a women's Rosinal After Hour. I've got a Rosinal jib saw that we're going to give away. I've got goggles, Air Blaster outerwear, stickers. There'll be some Angry Snowboarder merchandise too as well. And it's just going to be a huge day of giving back to the snowboarding community, having fun. We're going to do some kind of mixed games between the wheel, Angry Acorns, stuff like that. I'm going to open up the Angry line, taking people's phone calls live too. So, you know, that's probably going to get really fucking weird there as well. We'll be giving away a set of Rome Vices too. So I can't forget about that. I've got a set of medium large. I think that's what they are. Yeah, these are the medium large Rome Vices. Yeah. So we're going to just try to do that, stoke all you guys out for Black Friday. This is like the big giveaway of the year. I think we're looking at giving away something between 3 and 6, maybe 7 snowboards that day, between the raffle and the live streams and stuff, you know. So we're going to do some cool stuff for all you guys, get everyone stoked out on it. And then, you know, it's a great way to help snowboarding. It's a great cause to help out. There will be a video dropping after this live stream that I'll be putting out. I'll probably do a live premiere or something. Just answer people's questions. It's a quick little like 2-minute video just describing the prizes, same stuff I just said here. But we're going to try to give back to snowboarding because, you know, I see a lot of people in the influencer sphere taking and not giving right now. So we're going to give. And just so everyone knows, like, I'm paying the shipping. I bought most of these prizes. Brandon Pang donated the Ride Warpig, but everything else is all stuff that I accumulated myself personally for this. I didn't ask any companies to sponsor or anything like that. That'll be for the future, but I wanted to do this for everyone, and I'm paying the shipping. International, it's open. But for every $10 donation you make to Shred Foundation on the link that will be posted down below after this live stream, because Danny just sent me the link for it. We're going to get that all rolling for you. We're just trying to raise as much money as we can. I'm going to be pushing this for the next few weeks. And yeah, that's what we're doing. But you get a chance to win a 1 of 2 Marhar Lumberjack 152. I mean, I'm never redoing these graphics again. These are complete one-offs. This isn't even, I'm not even riding this one. I actually have this where, so the base graphic is actually the top sheet graphic on that one, and vice versa. And the top sheet graphic on this is the base graphic. So this is a 1 of 1, and that's a 2. Those are a 2 of 2. So, yeah, you're going to get to be able to win that, or you can buy. I'm going to put the other one up on angrysnowboarderstore.com for an obscene amount of money. And some of the profit from that is also going to be donated to Shred Foundation in various ways. So, yeah, this is what we're doing for you guys. You don't even have to be a subscriber. I mean, I prefer that you were a subscriber and you followed me on social media. But yeah, tell your friends. I mean, if you got people that are like looking for gear and they got $10 to spend, I don't know how many people are going to enter. We've done stuff like this in the past. And for anyone that's entered any of the past raffles where we had, where is it? Shit, did I lose it? Wait 1 second. There it is. Yeah. For anyone that has entered in the past, I did not get rid of anyone's raffle entries in the past that we've done. This will be for a future prize too. So we're going to do some stuff with that in there, but this one is specific just to this fundraiser. We're going to try to raise money, really help these guys out. I know for a fact that their program is expanding. They actually just picked up another 130 kids. I actually just sent 2 snowboards and like 6 pairs of brand new kids gloves to them. So in the future, we might be trying to do like a donation fundraiser where we're sending gear to them as well. We're going to work on a few things, but yeah, that's kind of the big thing that we've got coming up for this month, on top of the rest of the reviews, top 5s, live streams. But that's going to be Black Friday. So just, it's going to be like kind of an all day thing, I think, which that's Friday the 26th. But I might even do an early morning live stream just for the European guys. Won't be anything crazy. It'll probably be like 40 minutes if I do it. And then I'm going to go ride for a couple hours, and then we're going to dive into the big live stream thing and do multiple live streams so people can dive in, do whatever and whatnot. But yeah, it's for snowboarding. We're going to try to give back. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's take some more questions. So if you're just getting in here, you got questions, get them in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. I don't think I'm going to stay on too long today. Just because end of the month, I'm probably going to live stream like 9 hours. So kill me now. Okay. We got Garrett. Top 5 wide twinish pow board sold me on the magic carpet yesterday. I have some forces now. Any better binding to pair with that board? I like some freestyle play. You know what, honestly, I think would match up better than the force on that. If you really like play, if you're doing union, you want to go with that Contact Pro. It's going to be a little more surfy, a little more lateral play, or you could even put a Strata on there. It's still going to do it. Otherwise, the Rome Vice would be another one that I would look at, or a K2 Lean AT, but what you want to do is pull the heel block out of it so that way it's just a little bit more surfy out there for everyone. But those are kind of the bindings that I would look at for everyone. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We got Julian Barajas again with another super chat question. Pros, cons to metal versus mold injected binding. So if you got a one-piece mold injected binding, it's a uniform flex all the way around. Whereas when you have like something that's two-piece like this, you've got these points right here where it doesn't have as much flex because it's a little more rigid. It's also going to be a little more rigid in the heel cup as well in there. So it's like a power transfer issue. A lot of it is personal preference. Like I've ridden everything and I kind of bounce back and forth between going from something like a Rome Vice or Black Label, like what I've been riding, which is basically the same chassis as this design. And then for years I was riding unibody K2 stuff. a lot of it's personal preference. You got to kind of ask yourself what you're looking for out of the binding, but it's not really pros cons. It's just different rides per se. Like with the two-piece, it's a little more rigid in the heel cup, so you can push into it, but it's a little less forgiving laterally in there. The other thing is if you slam into rocks with your heel cup, they bend and dent sometimes. So once again, pros, cons, personal preference. You kind of go with it and you figure it out from there. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Zima, do you like the Birdhouse Party Platter K2 released? Yeah, I think that's a cool concept. I mean, it makes sense matching it up. It's a good cross promotion for Tony Hawk and his personal brand and Birdhouse and everything. And it works with like K2 and stuff and the Party Platter design. I think it works. I think it's a cool board. I thought about getting one, and then I was like, why the fuck do I need another snowboard? I need to stop buying snowboards for me and start buying them for underprivileged kids. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Let's see. Okay. We got Kevin Gaunt. Binding recommendations for a K2 Alchemist with the Burton Driver X boots. Pacific Northwest hard charger. All right. So the Nitro Team Pro binding, it's going to give you good dampening underfoot, still let you charge on that. Burton Cartel X, Union Atlas, and a Ride A10. So there's some good options for you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we got Jeff Murray. Best bindings for a new Mega Merc. Team 32 Team 2s on a 62-year-old hardcore rider starting to feel the pain. You need some dampening underfoot, my friend. So first off, I would look at stuff from Nitro, like Phantom, Team, stuff like that. That airbag dampening, very, very good in there. Otherwise, check out like a Rome Katana. Ride C8 would be another one to look at. And to an extent, even a Burton Cartel. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, Tommy Weed. My Dynamo has a slight D-lam problem around the nose that I keep getting fixed, so I found a 1718 GNU Mueller on Marketplace to add as a backup. Is it 100% overlap? No. That Mueller from that year is going to be noticeably stiffer, more aggressive. The camber takes a little, that C3 in it, because it's stiffer, it takes a little more to engage it. So it's going to just take a little bit more effort to get the spring and snap out of it. I think you did good if you got a good price on that Mueller. So to do it, also, if you're dealing with a recurring D-lam, depending on where it is, if it's just a top sheet D-lam, cut the top sheet back and just put some epoxy over it and say, screw it, then file the rest of the top sheet around there so it's beveled. If it's more like a sidewall D-lam, fucking drill that thing through and put a pop rivet in it and then epoxy it and then a pop rivet it down. I'm working, I just need to find some time, but I'm going to do a whole video on like quick epoxy fixes, P-texing, base cleaning, sewing seams on pants jackets, like if they blow. Just working on some little like do-it-yourself videos that'll kind of show you guys how to do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We got Yoked Yak asking, what's a good board for a Holy Bowl style park? Lots of flowy, medium size features. You want something that's going to be a little flexy in the tips, but still good. So my favorite ones would be like the Rome Stale Cruiser, the Freaker. I think those would be really good. Dinosaurs Will Die Wizard Stick, maybe a block in there, or even the Geno. Let's see. You want something like K2 Party Platter for sure, Ride War Pig, even like a bench warmer, well, more of a zero than a bench warmer, I think, in there. You want something that's Going to do it. Karua Transition Finder if you just want a lot of spring and snap. I really like stuff like that. I like to ride an Arbor Westmark rocker, which everyone's like, oh, rocker. It doesn't have. It just makes it more playful if for sucking up the transitions and stuff in there. But you really just want like a good mid-flex parkboard that feels like when you get on it that you've ridden it 100 days, it's well broken in with little buttery tips in there, but still retains its spring and snap. Okay, we got Fruit Poop Loops. R.I.P. Slim Whitman. R.I.P. to the Slimothy. Hashtag Judy Onions. Hashtag Judy Onions. Okay, we got Joe X. Spin to win. My son loves your stickers. Shout out to the next generation of snowboarders. Ooh, remember to subscribe. Also, I have to give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Pat Morgan, on turning 50. I can't believe I've known you that long, but you're 50 years old. You're the man that keeps Mountain Creek and Big Snow marketing going. You made Big Boulder what it is. You worked with Forum back in the day. You know a thing or two about creating contests. You're a great guy, a great friend, and a great person that has helped progress Eastern snowboarding more than most people will ever know. So shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Pat Morgan, who's probably not even watching this because, you know, he's drowning his sorrows in a bottle of Labatt Blue, the Western New York beer of choice. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, God. Let's see. Let's see where. Okay, we got Shanbo Zhang. Hi, Avran. Could you give a quick comparison between the Katana and Black Label bindings and why you only ride Thraxis boot? I ride the best boot that fits my foot and fits my needs. It's the Thraxis. It's literally the Thraxis. It's the stiffest boot that fits my foot. It's not stiff enough for me. That's it. I know it works. That's why I just keep getting the same one over and over again. As far as Katana to Black Label, the only difference is going to be in the high back. That Black Label has that forged, whatever they call it, or injected. It's got some specific name that I can't think of right now. It just changes it. Otherwise, it's essentially the exact same thing as a Katana. That's it. Like, do you need a Black Label? No. They only make like 500 pairs a year. It's a friggin' dentist. It's an oral surgeon binding. But I happen to get a good deal on 3 pairs, so I don't really care. And I bought them, and they work, and I'm going to ride those things until they disintegrate, and then I'll switch bindings. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, we got another super chat from Fruit Poop Loops. Deafen all the SoundClouds. Yeah, for all you guys that don't know, I put the reviews and the live streams on SoundCloud, so you can listen to them there in audio form. So, yeah. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Petchy, what are the best bindings for the ride algorithm? The C8 is what it's really designed to match up with. You could do an A8 if you wanted something a little more rigid underfoot, but the C8 from Ride is really what it's designed for. Other bindings I'd look at would be like the Rome Katana, the Union Strata, Burton Cartel. I think they're all super solid. Oh, this is a good one from Jeff Murray, snowboard school director for Lab Mountain in upstate New York. Who do we contact to bring the program for inner city to Syracuse? Yeah, it's Danny at shredfoundation.org. You could talk to him. I don't know if he'd be able to expand the program just yet, but it never hurts to talk to him and see what you can offer. I know that they're working with Stratton, I think, Wyndham, Big Snow, Mountain Creek right now. So he's working with 4 resorts in that area. But yeah, definitely talk to him. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Trying to catch up on stuff. We got Jordan Getz. Love the live stream. What's your opinion on Gentum stick boards? So here's the thing with Gentum boards. The ones made in Japan that have like an astronomically high price, from what I've heard from everyone, break super easy and just are kind of ass. It's the mass-produced ones that are built by GP87 that are cheaper, that are better. Funny story, superfan Alan Russell bought Gentum Manta Ray for his wife, and they went and rode POW up at Powder Mountain in Utah. Like literally bought it, drove up. First run, she fell and hit a firm mogul, and it cracked the whole top sheet on it. His wife is not an aggressive rider by any means at all. Like it shouldn't have broken, and literally like they took it back to Milo, and Milo was like, yeah, that shouldn't have broken, and they just gave them their money back. But that's like what I've heard from a lot of people is like it just they randomly freak break. I've never ridden one, so I really can't say too much, but I do know that like the mass-produced ones from everyone I've talked to always ride better than the like hand-built in Japan ones, which doesn't really surprise me because it's like those are just one-offs. So yeah, that's kind of what I know. All right, Jordan, won yourself a small sticker pack. All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder.com and make sure you give me your address and I'll get that in the mail. Let's see. Michael Kulig, Avran, did Yes change the standard since you reviewed it a couple years ago? Yes, it's got slam back inserts on it, and there is a new review of it. I haven't scheduled it yet, I don't think. I got so many boards that I'm trying to remember to schedule. But yeah, so yes, it did change. Okay. MPix000. How do arbor boards compare in feel to the battalion boards with the 3BT and the 3-degree risers? So if you're talking about uprise fenders on arbor, they're very mellow. Like if you actually take a flat edge and put it to them, they're very, very mellow. They're not as defined as 3BT, which actually allows for a better edge bite. Plus they add grip tech underfoot. So even though you might be losing some of your contact point out at the tip of the tail bite, you still end up with more contact bite underfoot to compensate for it. I think generally overall, the arbor boards ride better on firmer or icy snow than any battalion out there. And the other thing is with battalion, you got to look at what 3BT you're getting, because I think they have like 9 different versions of it, and some ride better than others. So, okay. Yeah. All right. We got Jake Muir. Love your videos, man. Let's give him a spin of the wheel. Woo. Won yourself a jumbo sticker pack, sir. All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder and make sure you give me your address and I'll get that in the mail. Okay. All right. Okay. Our moderator of the day, Billy Ray Valentine. I've got a headache and chlamydia. Told you not to use the toilet after Randy. R.I.P. L. Stacker's Adventures. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Remember, avoid the clap. Don't use the toilet after Randy. Ooh, medium sticker pack. So, yeah. All right. You know the drill. Okay. Let's see. Magic Flight Lunchbox. What board replaces the buckshot in Rome's lineup? It's essentially the agent. They kind of moved the buckshot into the agent and then just discontinued the buckshot. So, yeah. Let's see. Pow Days Rule Whistler. Here's to Kevin, no longer living in Whistler. Watch out, Vancouver City Resorts. He's taking his stickman ride into the slopes and baby parks. 10 years of still hitting knuckles on baby jumps, which I was talking with the moderator, Billy Ray Valentine, and I want to see what you guys think about this. I'm in a position where, yes, I know I'm known for reviews, but I've got a plethora of knowledge, and I'm thinking too many beginners are getting shit advice from fucking jackasses that don't know how to ride. So I'm thinking I might devote one day a month to filming like some just basic, like, hey, this is the knuckle of a jump. This is how you do not land on the knuckle of a jump, how to gauge your speed, how to do that. Just very simple, kind of like the explained videos, but I would drop them over the summer and kind of break down how to get over the knuckle of jump, how to actually pop, and bend your fucking knees, not be fucking stick man waving, kind of show people how to do like shifties, different like easy grabs, just real starter, basic ass shit. Is this something you guys would like to see? If it is, tell me, put it in the chat box, leave me a comment down below wherever you're listening to this, and just let me know if that's something you want to do. I mean, I'm kind of weighing my options on time because time is a really big thing with me. So I'd like to have my own, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably missed this awesome comment I got from this goddamn jagaloon named Ross Cooper. And he'd asked a question and, I'd responded. And then he just proceeded to ask the same question over and over again. And I was busy because I have a life and a business and other things to do. And then he just responds with, can't be bothered replying. So my response was, oh, sorry, let me just drop everything I'm doing to appease you, Mr. Cooper. Heaven forbid I want to go snowboarding, set up a fundraiser, answer the 10,000 other questions I get, check the personal shopper emails from people that actually pay for advice. Yeah, shout out to angrysnowboarderstore.com. Because if you want to hire me to do your personal advice, you can on there. Email 10 companies to see where my product is. Maybe eat something between working or take my dog out. Yes, sorry, Mr. Ross Cooper. I forgot the sun rises and sets on your needs and only your needs. I'll add this to my to-do list, which is backed up about a week because I got sick. Heaven forbid I take some personal time for myself after 20 years of answering entitled people's comments like yourself. Yeah. Like, I try to answer every question I can, and if you don't like the fact that sometimes you get a one-word answer or it's a one sentence, you have to understand, I've done this for 20 years. I've figured out how to cut the bullshit and be like, yes, no, sure, 156, 158. That's all you need. You're golden. Don't worry about it. That's the only reason I respond like that. I don't need to sit and write a 50-paragraph response to you because what's the point, But this guy just thinks that, he deserves that. Like, fuck that guy. I hope he gets chlamydia. Okay, let's see. Trying to catch up on some questions here. Okay. We got Dan Kelly. Do you know any brands that offer the jacket zipper flap on the opposite side? The Velcro keeps sticking to my face mask, balaclava, pulling it down. European jackets. European companies tend to put it opposite for some reason. So look for European brands. All right. Fruit Poop Loops. Atlas, FC, and Amplid Pentaquark. Good matchup, or is FC too much binding? No, that's a really good binding to put on there if you really want to charge and lay some fucking trenches. For sure. Okay. Let's see. Selvita342. Hey, do you know any board like the Rome Freaker? Yeah. The Rome Stale Cruiser, the Rome Warden are both softer versions of that deck. Otherwise, you'd also be looking at like Jones Stratus. The Academy Chris Roach Masters is very similar to that as well. Trying to think what else is out there that. And the Karua Transition Finder. Okay. CJ Latham, K2 Alchemist versus the 2021 B-Sod. Similar? No, the 2021 B-Sod is noticeably softer than the Alchemist. So you're going to, and it's not as damp as the Alchemist. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got Cavius Billy with the super chat. I want to buy an Endeavor archetype this season, but I'm broke right now. How late into the season do you think I could still find one? So here's the thing with Endeavor. Like, that board is probably their best seller, but they're such a Canadian brand that it hurts them selling in the United States. Like, I swear to God, I make more sales for them than their marketing and sales team down here. in that you might be able to find one. The weird thing is I see those pop up on Amazon. Like you might be able to actually find a last year's on Amazon if you dig around for cheap. It's so weird. Same thing with eBay. Every now and then they pop up on eBay for like dirt cheap. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Fire cures all. BQB, is White Line's product reviews corporate, meaning companies pay to be reviewed? Yes. I mean, let's really think about this. They're a magazine. The brands that advertise with them are the brands that are in the product catalog. Nothing else. Like with me, I'm just like, fuck it, send it to me. It was actually funny. Right before I got on the live stream, I was talking to Mark from Signal. We're trying to work out how to get a few boards to me right now. So hopefully we can make that happen. It's been a while since I've written anything from Signal, you know. Okay. Charles Vaughn, quality reviews man, ordered a 153 Rome service dog, wear a size 10.5 and weigh 160. Think they'll fit right? You don't have to worry about that. You're good. You're good on that board, bud. Okay. Let's see. Gerald, board recommendations for an older rad dad wanting to learn to jib rails and isn't a complete noodle around the rest of the mountain. Jones Mountain Twin. I think that's a great one. You got cam rocker in there, so you're able to get your weight out on the nose and the tail, and that rocker takes over. The other one, would be, which is actually a really good board. It's a really good park board. You can ride around the rest of the mountain, is the Arbor Westmark. If you really want to go super jibby, get the rocker, because you lean back, you're in a tail press, you lean forward, you're in a nose press. I owned like 8 of those, and they were really, really good. Great for jibbing. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, trying to catch up on questions. Looks like we're catching up on questions here. So, okay, Charles E. Fine. Helmets all about the same safety-wise, 150 to 250 range? No. What you want to make sure is that it's not hard hat rated, that it is actually helmet rated. So there's 2 different ratings in there. If it says hard hat, it's actually not a helmet. And sometimes they put them in that same rating in there. The other thing is there's like different tech in there, like MIPS and what the hell is that shit that Anon's doing? It's basically choroid in there, but it's not choroid. They're calling it something else. Wave cell or whatever it is. So you want to look at that and kind of do it, you know. There's a lot of garbage ass companies that are suddenly helmet companies because they got an open mold. I mean, Outdoor Master makes a $40 helmet. They're like, this is as good as a $150 helmet. No, it's not. Gave Buckhouse's kid a concussion. But you know, so there's that type of shit. So you really want to make sure and look up the safety rating on it and just double check it. And just remember, one good impact with a helmet, it's done. Please don't keep using it. It's not going to help you. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. Ugh. Roland Serenade. Thoughts on the new Burton step-on bindings? Trash. I hear they're super reactive. From who? Dumbasses? Do you think they are too reactive to match up with a board like the Mega Merc? No, I think the Mega Merc's too good of a board to have that crap on it. So yeah, let's see. Peter Nywin. Would it ruin my new board in early December in Colorado? At the rate we're getting snow, no. Like I went to the basin yesterday to ride, and I think they said they got 3 inches. They had 6 at least in the parking lot. So we're getting snow. It's looking good. I mean, maybe if you go in the trees, you might hit something. Colorado snowfall and snowpack is generally thinner. There's a lot more snow sharks in there and stuff that you'll hit. So you just got to be aware of it. But overall, I really wouldn't worry about it this year. Ollie Roberts, how many boards do you own? Too many. Too many. Okay. Let's see. Schmegma Salad, have you ever tramp boarded or used the trampoline for practice? Yeah, I used to work for Woodward at Copper. So hitting the trampolines was pretty normal, and using the tramp boards and stuff was cool. It's actually kind of how I learned how to do Miller flips. And, it really helped bring my knee game back after I was coming back from some injuries, getting used to bending them more and whatnot. It's not for everyone, but you can actually get air awareness and stuff. You're not going to get the same awareness as takeoff and landing as you would like actually riding on snow, but it does somewhat work. All right. Billy Ray Valentine, RIP Buckhouse's kids gray matter. RIP. Concussions are a serious thing. Take them seriously, people. And remember, support the Shred Foundation. Support the Shred Foundation. So, let's see. Okay, we got Z Gonzo 333. Broke my collarbone, plus got surgery to end my season in March after going off a jump without spotting the landing first. Any advice for getting back on the board this year besides don't do stupid shit? So you're going to naturally be a little more apprehensive coming back from an injury, and you gotta ease yourself into it. So first things first, just go out and make simple turns, cruise some blue groomers, maybe throw some backside 180s off your toes, just popping, playing around, little mellow butters. You keep it mellow, and as the day goes on, you progress up till you get a little more speed and you're doing things a little more aggressively. And then when you start to get tired, just call it a day. Just done. No reason to push yourself, because when you're tired, you hurt yourself more. And then when you're going back in the park, because you will, I know how this goes, most people will, spot your landings first. Do a park lap where you just roll through and check everything. There's nothing wrong with that. I do that all the time. I mean, I'm almost 40 years old. I don't need to roll up and go guinea pig everything anymore. That's for the young bucks to do these days. I'm a fucking geriatric dinosaur. So I go through and I just scope everything and know my ability level. And there's nothing wrong with stepping back from hitting something and going, no, I just don't feel like hitting it. There'll be days where I'll hit the same park features 20 laps in a row, and by the 21st lap, I'm like, I'm not feeling that anymore, and I just don't hit it, and I'll be like rolling past it, and someone will get bucked on it, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, well, save myself that. There's nothing with that, and you just easy style it back in, so like, let's say you're hitting 20-foot jumps, go back and just hit 10-foot until you feel super, super confident, then go back to the 20-foot. It's just a confidence thing, you want to like ease yourself back into everything. So yeah. Okay, Precise 62. Is the ray gun pop still in your recommendations for first boards? Hell yeah! That K2 ray gun, whether you get the regular or the pop version, fucking phenomenal board. Amazing bang for the buck. It's a board you can progress on. You're not going to outgrow right away, and it does everything. Whew. Okay, Lime Rock. Any recommendations for a volume-shifted ultra-wide all-mountain board that likes to carve? Was thinking Party Wave Plus, but worried I won't like 3BT coming from riding old-school camber boards. You're not going to like it. So what you're actually going to be looking for, more of the Karua boards. Go check them out. They run a little bit wider. Otherwise, you're looking at Nidecker Mosquito is another great option. To an extent, the Ride Super Pig, even the Ride Mountain Pig, if you really want to, because that's going to be even stiffer. That's what you got to be looking at out there. Let's see what else. To an extent, you can kind of get away with the short wide from LibTech too. That kind of does it. That kind of fits in there. But yeah, or even go check out like the Orca HP. I mean, it does carve pretty decent for what it is. Oh, the Gremlin. The new Gremlin's another one too. Can't forget that one too. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. think we got a few more questions here. DQ Believable. Sick reviews. Want the yes typo after watching your top 5 video, then found a good deal on a / brainstorm. How is it comparing to the yes typo? I haven't been on the brainstorm in forever, and I know it's changed factories, but the last time I wrote it, I thought that board was dog shit. And that's, you got to take, like, I think that was like 5-6 years ago was the last time I wrote it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Kevin McHenry. Thoughts on pairing the Union Strata with the Yes Greats 2021? Go for it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, Joe O'Malley. Hey, mate, local store has specials on the Jones Stratus and Flagship. Which would you choose for an all-mountain free-ride board, one board quiver, and would love those how-to videos? Go with the Flagship. It's going to be a little more versatile. It's a little stiffer, especially because you want to be more free-ride oriented. Plus, they kind of revamped it this year. So, yeah, definitely go with the Flagship on that one. Tommy Weed, hey man, one more question on that 18 GNU Mueller. Bent metal transfers or something else? Put the transfers on it and go ride. Okay. Where were we? Trying to get the rest of them. Okay. DR, which would go better with my new Solomon Dance Hall Pro? Dance Hall by Modest Mouse or Dance Hall Days by Wang Chung? Did you not catch the review of the Solomon Dance Hall? I put Wang Chung very transparently in the back of the thumbnail on that video. So you always go with Wang Chung. Come on. Jeez. Modest Mouse sucks. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Ronnie Elvbeck. Thoughts on people building their quivers with too many boards that overlap? Had to slap the shit out of my friend last weekend because he just bought another overlapping all-mountain board. That's the problem is people don't understand. Like I swear to God, I'm too good at my job, which sucks, because people are buying boards that they don't need and then they don't ride them as much as if they just had less. Like I'm a firm believer in less is actually more. Like if you only have 3 boards and it's like I have my paddle board, I have my party board, I have my old mountain board, you're going to get the most out of it. But then I see people, they're like, I have 12 snowboards. Not naming names or anything, David, our moderator. But, you know, they end up, but people end up like, I don't know if it's FOMO or what. They end up just buying similar stuff. And they're like, well, I ride this one in the morning, then I switch to this one in the afternoon. I was like, why didn't you just ride it all day? Makes most sense to me. But I see people doing it all the time. I mean, it's great for the snowboard industry. I love these people that are buying so many more boards. It's great for me when they're clicking the affiliate links, which are down below in the description. So if you ever want to click those and help support the channel, you can totally do that. But it really does seem like people are just buying too much shit that overlaps over and over and over again. And it's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Like, I get a lot of questions like that. And I'm like, no. My favorite are the people that use the personal shopper service on angrysnowboarderstore.com for me. And they're like, hey, I've got these boards and I'm looking at this one. I was like, nah, save your money. You know, they're like, what? And I was like, save your money, go buy more lift tickets, ride more, buy less shit. You're going to be happier. And they're like, oh, I didn't think about it. And, you know, and then I break it down for them and they're like, that makes the most sense ever. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're talking to a guy that will hit a kinked rail on a K2 Cool Bean just because I can. Because I'm like, I don't need to ride a park board today while my friends are riding park. I'll just ride the Cool Bean all day in the park. Not ideal. It gets the job done. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Stephen Bogex. I just moved up to the mountains and my question is around demoing gear. I've always just bought gear in the off season, but I'd like to test more stuff out now that I can. Any tips on effectively demoing stuff? Yeah, so go into any of those shops in the base area. Like, I don't know where you're actually located, but most shops that are demo rental shops. They actually have a high performance demo fleet. Just go in and talk to them and be like, hey, what does it cost to demo? And any shop that's worth their weight in gold, like my friends up in Powder Tools and Steamboat, what they do is they'll put 2 days of demo fees towards the purchase of the board if you buy it from them. So let's say it's $40 a day. So you pay $80, right? But they let you, they're in the base area, you take out 4 boards a day. So that's 8 boards you took out, you figured it out, you nailed it down, you got the board you want, they sell it, they're going to take 80 off the price of that board right there. And you got to try 7 other boards to compare it to and see, well, did I like this? Did I not like this? And that's kind of the thing with it. And then if there's like a rep demo and stuff, you go in and you're going to give them your credit card and driver's license. You're going to sign the waiver, do everything, and they're going to set you up and you're going to go out on and ride and, ride it for like an hour or two. Don't ride it all day and treat it like it's an all day rental, but like within an hour or two, you should know where it is. And you come back and you talk to them and they're going to point you in the direction of a shop that you can actually buy it from. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically renting, but you're not renting something with a tip and tail protector on it. That's shit. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. What else we got here? Joe Blow, what are your thoughts on the Flow Fuse hybrids? Thinking about putting those on the S-Typo with some Ride Anthem boots. The Anthem boot's really soft. I mean, that's a very entry-level boot. So, like, unless you're very much starting out or on a budget, just be aware that you'll probably crease that boot. I mean, I know the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits the needs, but the Anthem is a boot that it dies relatively quick. Now, with that said, the hybrids, the Fuse hybrids on the Typo, that's a really great matchup on that board. It's perfect if you're looking at getting a Flow because you want to give the back door a try, or maybe you just like putting it in from behind. I don't know. Go for it. I like that hybrid strap. It works where you actually need it to work. So it does lock in. So you don't really have to worry too much about it. Just be aware with Flows, they take a little bit longer to dial in than a standard strap binding. And you might be fiddling around with it just to micro adjust it. So spend some time before you get to the mountain to dial them in. And there you go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we got a long question from S2000 guy. I've had foot pain since I've started riding, tried countless pairs, and to date, the best I've had is the Solomon Dialogues, but still not perfect. Been riding Burton binding since the jump. Any chance a binding could be causing foot pain? Bottom of the foot, not top. Looking to maybe move to the Strata. Have also tried insoles. So if it's from the bottom of the foot, it could be a few things. I mean, have you been diagnosed with plantar fasciitis too? Like, have you seen a podiatrist? But insoles will help, but maybe you need to go to a full custom insole too. In there, the other thing is it could just be the placement of the strap. So since you're Burton's, I think they actually still have the 3 positions, like you can move the strap. That might be something that you need to look at is like, do I need to move the strap up or down? Is the cutout on the strap too much, too little, stuff like that? That can all play into it. The Strata might work for you, it might not. You might need to look at something else. I don't really know. But foot pain is usually indicative of something else. It's usually indicative of weak foot muscles, tendon damage, ligament damage. It could also be that you're using muscles you're not used to. It can also be that you've got one footbed in your boot and you got a different insole in your shoe, or you don't have an insole. And so now your foot is compensating for the lack of your day-to-day use, doesn't have it. So like for me, I run Remind insoles in everything I have. In my like mucking around boots, I've got the Destin because it's just they're sloppy fit. But in my shoes, I run the exact same footbed that I run in my boots, so that way I get the same thing. And that's something that maybe you need is consistency. Maybe you need to do a little PT on your foot too. Never hurts to actually do stuff like that to help do it. But it can be collectively a whole series of things, or it could just be one small thing that's facilitating this problem as a whole. Okay. Okay. All right. Schmigma salad. Cheers for the daily content. I'm trying here. Daily content will probably be coming to an end near the end of the month. I'm not sure, unless all my review stuff that I didn't get to in the spring shows up and I can start writing and reviewing. So we might be cutting back to like 4 days, 3-4 days a week of content, but it's not going to always be daily. Can't just it's not happening. So be aware of that. Ooh, next non super chat gets a spin. We got Chris right under Schmegma Salad asking 165 pounds, niche ember, 145 or 150. Go with the 45 on that. Go with the 45. Just because it's volume shifted and everything, it makes the most sense. Hashtag Judy Onions for our boy Vincent Dew. Okay, Kevin Zira. Any ideas how to get replacement high backs for the K2 Lean ATs? K2 approved my warranty claim. They do not have any and do not have any more coming in. None are online elsewhere. I'm in Denver Copper. Call Mountain Sports Outlet and Silverthorne and see if they have anything in their repair box. If they don't, call Powder Tools and Steamboat, Powder Tools in Winter Park. And I doubt the Powder Tools in Dillon has anything. Otherwise, start patrolling Facebook Marketplace and look for someone that's probably blowing out a pair for like $50 and just buy them and rip the high backs off. So, yeah. And then we got Steven Bugix just saying thanks. Oh, wait. First, we got to give Kevin his spin. Kevin, you won yourself a medium sticker pack. All you got to do is email info@angrysnowboarder.com. Make sure you put your mailing address, and I'll get that in the mail. Now we got Steven's super chat spin. Be sure to eat your muscle cheese. Okay, we got Vanakoon. John Stratus, too much for a guy riding 3-ish weeks a year. Demoed a day, super bored on groomers. Pow, maybe the best board I've ridden, but bit challenge on moguls tight tracks. Will I get used to it? Yeah, I mean, all it is a mountain twin with a different shape, basically. Yeah, go ride it. You've ridden it. You know what's up. Okay. Shredhead Snowboard. Avran, is there any difference in weight between the Ride A8 versus the C8 Plus? What the flex difference is, if any? Just asking for a friend. C8's actually a little more heavy than the A8 in there. The A8 is a little more rigid, but it has a more lateral roll to it, just with the way the shaping is. So you end up with a little more lateral flex, but toe to heel, it's a little bit stiffer in there. Shout out to the boys at Shredhead Snowboarding. If you're not following them on YouTube, definitely go give them a follow. Love those guys. They're always dropping sage advice for everyone. Kevin Gaunt, what's a board you've ridden lately that you hated? Haven't seen a bad review in quite a while. I've been cherry picking, so like I can pick what I want because obviously with the pandemic everything's fucked. So like I really haven't ridden anything I hated. I mean, I've rode some like beginner board shit, but I was like, man, it's beginner board shit. Like, don't really care. I knew that was going to just be ass. So probably the last board I really hated was like the Battalion whatever. That board was just like whatever. This thing sucked. But I mean, I think I rode that in 2020. So that was the 2021. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got S2000 guy with the super chat. Thank you for keeping the streams going. Can't wait to shred Steamboat and buy your boys some garbage juice liquor. Yeah, so just so anyone knows, if you're going to Steamboat, I got a challenge. You need to bring Malort shooters to Powder Tools, to Thunder Cheeks, Cowboy Curtis, or Bernie, and tell them it's from me. Just drop off some shooters of Malort for them. And if you don't know what Malort is, Google Malort face, and then you'll understand. But yeah, Jepson's Malort. I'm trying to Malort the guys at Powder Tools repeatedly. So if you're going to Steamboat, drop them off. Tell them Angry sent you. They'll probably punch me in the face next time I go there, but I'm okay with it. I'll take one for the team. So yeah. All right, let's give you a spin of the wheel here. Ooh, next non super chat gets a spin. Let's see. Jakey, most underrated board company. There's a few that I feel are highly underrated. So there's Wired in Vancouver, Endeavor as well in Vancouver, Marhar in Michigan. I think like those three are really super underrated. I think people are just like kind of sleeping on them in there. You know, they're just like one of these brands that like, oh, they're there, and like you kind of have to push them a little bit harder to get them for people to buy them or to even look at them. But yeah, so here's your spin. Ooh, Nixon on Super Chat gets a spin. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Keen interest. Any binding recommendations for a LibTech Golden Arca? Yeah, bent metal transfer or the Core Pro if you really want to, but I think the transfer is a better matchup. K2 formula, and while we're at it, we're gonna throw the Union Atlas at that. So there you go. There's your options. Remember to support the Shred Foundation. All right, we got Night Fighter. Difficulty-wise, is a Blackett Veil Bold same as Breck? What about Copper? Trying to split my season between the three. Thanks. You got to understand that trail ratings are based on the terrain per resort, not universal. So a black at one resort could be a green at another resort. It's based off the difficulty of that resort. Now, with that said, across the spectrum, Veil, Breck, Copper, they're fucking flat. They're flat. Like, there's steep sections, but they're flat. Like, if you're a solid intermediate rider, you can pretty much ride all the terrain at all three of the resorts within reason. I mean, Vail, you might do something stupid and end up in a cliff band. Breckenridge, if you're going out like Wales Tail or hiking up Lake Chutes or something like that, or you get into doors and windows, you'll probably get your ass handed to them. With Copper, if you're riding with me, you're dead. If you're not, you're fine. So I really wouldn't worry too much about that. Ooh, next non-super chat gets a spin. What do we got down here? Okay. Let's see. Who we got sitting around here? Master Payne, thoughts on the Burton Kilroy POW? I'm going to try to ride it. Hopefully. Like some of the new Burton stuff, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to get some this year. There's a shop that I can like sign up for a monthly demo service for $50 and I can demo as much as I want. So I'm going to try to talk to them and be like, oh, look, I'll pay for the month, but I need to take 2 boards a day and see if they'll let me. And that, I mean, the Burton stuff is like usually pretty fucking solid for the most part. I don't know. I feel like they're so overrated and people are like, oh my God, it's a fucking Burton. And I'm just like, it's a Burton. You paid $100 more and there's 7 other boards that ride just as good, if not better. And you don't have to be locked into the ICS track. So, but yeah, anyways, owe you a spin. Well, you won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. All you got to do is email me, info@angrysnowboarder. Make sure you put your mailing address in there, and I'm going to get that in the mail to you, which I just ordered 1,600 more stickers. So they'll be here for the Black Friday Live Stream-a-thon. So, yeah, that's a thing. Plus, I think I just made like 2,000 die cuts, too. So I got to go weed all those this weekend and hate my life. Let's see. We got Brandon Tauscher. Still waiting for some snow on Hood. I think we're all kind of waiting for more snow, but we're getting there. Reverse spin again. Hashtag Judy Onions. Hashtag Judy Onions. Get it trending, people. Also, PSA from Jack Ripper. Malort, the official drink of I'm not getting my security deposit back. Factual. Very factual. Okay, we got Cosmotronic Haze. Love the content, love the channel. Thanks for what you do. With that being said, I own a Mountain Twin and would like to treat myself to a free ride board to make a 2-board quiver. Okay, you got the Mountain Twin. That's a very versatile board. Let's go with something way more directional than what you're probably used to, maybe even a little more powder focused in there. But if you want something that's going to complement that, so this is what I would be looking at, like the Jones Lone Wolf, if you want to stick with Jones, the Ride Mountain Pig, or a Berserker. Let's see. Endeavor Archetype, if you want to go POW, still playful. The Battalion Camel 2. Let's see. What else we want to throw in there? Yes, Optimistic. Going to just throw that out there as well. Nidecker Mosquito. You could even do the APX from them, or the Beta or the Alpha or whatever the fuck they're calling them these days. Let's see. What else do I think? Oh, and a Nitro Super Team. Gonna throw that out there too. So, yeah, you got a bunch of different options right there. And make sure you eat your muscle cheese because you're riding a free ride board. Okay, let's see. All right. Bull owner, has your area gotten hit yet with snow? I got 7 days on the mountain. I'm going riding tomorrow. Okay. Keenan Trust, sorry to do a follow-up, but do you think the K2 Maces are stiff enough for the Union Atlas or on a Golden Orca? Yeah, I mean, the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. You're fine. If that boot fits your foot and fits your needs, you're great. Don't worry about it. Freak X, I missed some of these. What's muscle cheese? Muscle cheese is when you take muscle milk and you leave it in your windowsill and let it cook until it turns into cheese form. Then it becomes muscle cheese. Then you eat it and you get muscles and then you're strong. Also, has anyone ever noticed that muscle milk says you don't need to refrigerate it? That ain't milk. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's probably like Green Giant spooge or some shit. But yeah, eat your muscle cheese. And yeah, so there's that. Anyways, I'm going to be taking off, guys. Like, been here over an hour. I got some stuff I got to do. I got to take the dog out for a walk. I want to go hit up happy hour, eat some food, all that fun stuff. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to be dropping a video here in just a little bit talking about how you can win multiple boards for me, as well as what's coming up for the Black Friday Live Stream-a-thon and how you can support Shred Foundation. So make sure you check that out. It'll be dropping here probably in the next hour or so. Once I get out of there, I'm going to put the link to the donation that I talked about earlier in this video. So if you're just tuning in, you can always go back. I think we were about a half hour in when I started talking about this fundraiser that we're doing for the Shred Foundation, as well as like what it all entails. And yeah, click the link, donate $10, get your chance to win some awesome prizes, or just tune in on Black Friday and win some other awesome prizes. Either way, we're doing it all for snowboarding. So yeah, and if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here, you want to support us further, because believe me, this support really does help. Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. We utilize the Patreon platform just so that we can help do stuff. I got to talk to a guy this week, but maybe next week or the week after, I'll have a guest person on here with me so we can kind of discuss some stuff. So yeah, we're going to try to do that for you guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys in another video, and I'll be back next week live streaming. If you can go ride, go snowboard, and remember, always spray skiers.